Hello, teachers. So, if you're like me, you're getting a little triggered when you walk into Target and see all of the school supplies. So, at risk of taking another moment from your summer, I wanted to take some time to introduce myself to you and let you know how incredibly excited I am to begin our work together. I've heard so many amazing things about you and the ways that you've worked so hard to engage your students this past year, which was so very strange. So I'm excited that we're looking at bringing all of our students back and rediscovering what we love about our work. Please know that I see the purpose of my role as twofold: to support learning for all students and to support you professionally so that you can find joy and be confident in your work. I'm excited to get to know each one of you individually and provide personalized support. So please reach out for any reason at any time. I am your person. So here's a quick overview of me and my journey to South Elgin High School. So I'm originally from the Washington, D.C. area. And since I grew up in an evangelical church culture, it was expected that I would go to a religious college. So I trekked out to Illinois and got a degree in philosophy with a major in, with a focus on communications and political science. From there, I moved out to Memphis, Tennessee, where I did some community organizing and worked on a congressional campaign. I learned I was no Olivia Pope, and I did not have the stomach for campaign work. So I entered the Master's in Teaching program at the University of Memphis and took my first teaching job at a small private school for students who had special needs. So because my husband at the time was relocating for his career, I moved back out to the East Coast with my then 2-year-old. That is where I absolutely fell in love with teaching. I spent 4 years at an urban school where I discovered my passion for SEL and history instruction, and I would honestly still be working at that school to this day. But my spouse's super important career led him back to Chicago, where I took the job that I was offered in CPS. And after 2 years of teaching a self-contained 8th grade class, I moved out to the suburbs. Ask me about that one when you stop by my office. I have lots to share about what I learned from that little school on the south side, and we'll have some conversations about that. But in 2005, I took my first high school position. So although I lived in Elgin and my son went through U46 himself, I have been working in St. Charles ever since then. So I've taught nearly every course in the social studies department in that district, as well as freshman, sophomore, and junior English. Then in 2017, I became an instructional support coach, which is an amazing job. And I've been leading district-wide professional development, school improvement, new educator training, and reflective coaching of individual teachers and PLCs in world language, ELL, business, and social studies. Those were my departments for 4 years. So since those content areas are my favorite, you can imagine how happy I am to get to work with you. And so now I am at your service. I am so excited. I know I've said that word probably 6 or 7 times in this video, but I am. And to be on this team, I just want you to know I'm available for collaboration, planning, resources, troubleshooting, coaching in any capacity. I look forward to spending time in all of your classrooms, so please invite me when you're doing something you want feedback on in a non-evaluative capacity. While I will be conducting your appraisals, I would also like to help you feel that you can use me as a resource to reach your professional goals. I want you to feel like we can talk about what's happening in your classroom in a confidential and reflective capacity. This office is a space for you, for collaboration, for reflection, for planning. I want you to come in here at any time for any reason and talk to me. If you need to reach me, my cell phone number is at the top of the screen, and of course my extension. Please do not hesitate to reach out. If you're still watching this video, thank you. It was a little longer than I had wanted it to be, but here we are. I look forward to getting to know you and your students, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun this year facilitating learning and making connections with our kids. So please enjoy the rest of your summer break, what's left of it, and We'll see you when you get back.